Virgo, welcome back for your September reading. I'm going to try and rush through this because your last one, within 3 minutes, I was having a coughing fit. Now, I've pulled your cards ahead of time for the general part of the reading, and then for the singles and the couples, I'll shuffle and tune. If you're wanting a booking, you can go through to the website. There is a link directly below. If there's a time that doesn't suit, you can email me and I'll see what I have available on my side. If you're wanting to see any of the images connected to the products that are going to be on the shop, you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and there are some better quality images than the basic video I placed on YouTube. And there's going to be more than just candles. Also, I will be doing the twin flame readings fortnightly, and I will be doing a lively at some point for those of you that want some energetic assistance connected to the twin flame union and how to work with the energy and what's going on, etc. Now, Virgo, for you guys, I feel you're going to have an unexpected visitor. I also feel lots of people are flocking towards you, and I do feel a bit of socialization coming about. There will be a celebration connected to something that is about to happen, and you will be directly connected to it. So this might be through a work proposition, or it might be through your partner getting offered a position. It just feels like a celebration connected to something. Something connected to a car also is coming up for you guys. And I do feel as though it might be that somebody actually might even give you a car for some of you, or it might be share luck connected to winnings. And again, I can't advise you financially. I'm hoping I'm not going to cough because this is driving me batty. I was recording till 1 o'clock in the morning last night. Well, this morning, I should say. And I should have been able to record 2 days worth of videos. Well, 2 months worth of videos, rather. And the amount of time it took me to get 7 videos done. Now, in your general area, in your family area rather, you're reserving some of your energy and holding it back to not outshine other individuals. You have some things going on inside you. You're keeping them quiet. It's not really, it doesn't feel anything major. It just feels you've taken the focus off yourself and you energetically are giving it to other people at the moment. It is making you a bit tired, but you do actually have the energy to be able to do it. You're a very loving person and you're paying it forward, so to speak. An aspect of who you are is learning things, as well as you are able to then teach and pay it forward, so to speak. Vibrationally speaking, you're quite, balanced, connected to family, and you have this way of actually seeing everybody's point of view. You are able to be, what would the word be? If you need to be, you can be assertive and you can state your case very to the point, but it feels as though you're feeling very neutral. Very neutral. You're being very honest to people about your feelings connected to issues within the family, and but you're feeling very grounded and very loved at this point in time within the family. Many aspects of childhood are being dealt with, and I do feel a lot has been purged and healed. And I'm going to take this off because I don't want to have a coughing fit. Mind you, the cold might help with that. Now, your compassion in your heart chakra connected to your family is very much there, but it's because your heart is healed, connected to aspects of your family life and of aspects that had been blocking you. Your intuition is also very much helping you connected to family at the moment. Now, in your money area, a group of you are going to make a plan connected to a financial venture. Now, it might be that somebody actually says to you, hey, I have a business, do you want to be part of it? Or do you want to work for me? Or let's invest in this. And it could actually be a holiday for some of you, where a group of you go away somewhere. This could be something as simple as camping or a reconnection, but money's connected and money is going to be joined for this journey that you guys will be taking. It does feel it's further down the track. It might be a very brief, quick, let's go, let's have a blokes or girls kind of night away, but it feels like a gathering. So it might be that you're going to a family's house for a party and you all end up staying at the same location to have that bonding time. But financially speaking, you will be working together and using an aspect of your cash connected to an event that you will be attending. Again, I am very strongly feeling a holiday. Now, you're being careful with money and you're not throwing it the way you used to. You're having to be very tight with your purse strings, but it's going to reward you. I do still see some windfalls coming. There is cash flowing through, but by being cautious with money, you're going to work out how to hold it. Also, you're not being too spontaneous with money. So it's like, energetically speaking, you're retaining it for something. So although you might be making plans connected to what you're going to do with it, it might be that because you've made the plans to do something with it and you have requirements, in a sense of it could be for your mortgage or your rent, you're being cautious with it to get to the destination of what you plan to pay for. But it doesn't feel like the money's just going to go on the essential necessities. It's that you're pulling the belts in so that you can have something more than just that. In your general life, you're feeling restricted. This could be due to cash, or it could be due to your surroundings at the moment and your current situation. Vibrationally speaking, when we're stuck, it's for a reason directly. And when I say stuck, it doesn't mean it's a yucky stuck. It just means unable to move. It could be due to transport. It could be due to home location, work location. It feels like, in a sense, generally, if there's no forward movement, something is meant to be there. So you're meant to stay like that temporarily, and you need to then get inside the head and do the work, because you've done the mental work, but now it's having the courage to climb out of this scenario so that you can then grow to that next stage. Internally speaking, you feel rich from within. You have learned that money does not equal happiness. You do feel quite rich inside, and you are feeling quite grounded. And internally speaking, because you're holding this vibration, it's going to attract cash. Now, you're also having to listen to your heart connected to something that you're passionate about. This doesn't have to be about love. This can be in any aspect of what you're passionate about and what your heart's telling you, connected to anything in your general life right now that you're currently dealing with. So if you feel you're at a crossroad connected to anything, your intuition is going to directly guide you connected to what you're going to need to do, but you do need to be passionate about your decision, or you won't follow through with it. Now, still got 4 more videos. Singles. I feel like for some of you who are working, you're actually wanting to change positions. Now, it's either you're feeling unfulfilled within your current position and you're wanting to swap departments, step up a notch, It might be, vibrationally speaking, you're not feeling connected to the current position you're doing at the moment. Now, if you're unemployed, this is directly related to what you're physically doing at the moment and how you're wanting to place yourself in a position in employment. I feel as though you're being quite selective connected to it, and unless it vibrationally connects with you, you're not going to apply for it. I think you will, but the signal you'll place out there, you actually won't get the position because the vibration has been sent out there that you are really not too interested in that. I don't feel you would apply for something that you're not interested in this space you're currently in. You are feeling a bit agitated moving into the month. I do feel for many, by the second week, you're going to vibrationally feel a lot better. So it's not just you, it's many of the zodiac signs. We are very much realigning ourselves. And depending on what you have in your chart, you may feel more grounded directly after the fact or during the process also, or you may feel quite emotional. So for the first 2 weeks, just be aware that you might feel a bit strange. Okay, you do have a person coming through here. Now, this could be a partner that you're interested in. And I don't know why. Father's coming up for you guys. Father could be on your mind. That is something that's popping out at me right away. Okay, a person directly connected to you who perhaps you have a romantic connection to may have aspects connected to their personality that remind you of your father, or a male figure that you directly connect with being a father figure. Okay, coming into the first week, I feel there might be a bit of talk connected to you and what you're doing and how you're going about life and who you're attracting. You directly, this could be your energy, but I am also very much picking that this is an individual who's around you. I do feel this person is a person who has been single for a very long time. I also feel they're in a business role and they're a suitor. Now, when I'm saying that, I'm feeling they're an eligible bachelor or a female that has been on the market for a while. It just feels they're popular, yet they have not, a bit like the George Clooney thing, you know, for you females. It's like someone who oozes charisma, but is very grounded and very sure about themselves, but not fussed at the energy that people place on them. Now, this person's energy, the connection to the talk is directly to do with this. People are jealous of the fact that this person is deeply connected to you. Now, it can be that they have physically not verbalized it, but everybody knows. And maybe even just in a very general level, this person is going to be showing you some attention and it's going to be intimidating other people because they've tried different aspects that is quite over the top, yet you haven't tried and you've remained within your own personal energy. And this is what attracts this person. You have a magical quality connected to you, and you do have a chemistry about you that they're quite drawn to. Okay. For some of you, you might have come out of a scenario that was quite negative. This could be in any shape in life. So it could be an emotion you're currently holding. It doesn't have to be that you've left a relationship. For some of you, this will be the direct connection to it. But it feels as though vibrationally speaking, because you're not completely open, in a way I'm feeling you're very open. But vibrationally speaking, you've been doing a lot of internal work lately. Even though you've been in hermit mode to a degree, I do feel as though you are coming into a space where you have done the healing work, but you're listening to yourself at the moment and you're saying, well, yes, I'm open to it. Yes, I'm flattered. And yeah, I do have this connection with this person. And for some of you, it may have already started. But for many of you, I'm sort of feeling this is a new scenario that's coming in. That you had to climb out of a scenario. Now, this could have been out of a job or out of something that was tormenting you internally, where you had placed yourself there, and it might have been you had placed yourself off the shelf or the market to even being available because of a past tense hurt. Now, this, again, it doesn't have to be romantic related. It could be just a personal aspect connected to it being related to you and why you haven't. You are very generous and very kind, and this is what this person is. But you have a work ethic that actually matches. So for some of you, I do feel this will be on the work front. Romance angels. Virgo. For singles, what do we need to know? Oh boy. I'm sorry that these have taken so long. Okay. You hold a vibration that's similar, but I do feel this person is quiet, but they're very sure of themselves. So it's not like they're afraid or coy. They just don't speak unless necessary. Okay. You are getting to know this person. Your finances and career, it's not directly connected to that. You're not dealing with that at the moment, but that will move forward. But you're not feeling in that zone quite yet, but that's okay because it means it's taking the pressure off an aspect of the relationship where you're continuing both being who you are, and that's how it's going to flow, and that's okay too, because it's get to know each other first. That's what I'm being shown. Take the time. There's no rush. It does feel positive, so it doesn't feel like you're going to need to rush connected to this individual. I do think they are patient and they are intrigued, but a bit of healing connected to you and this person may be similar, and that's where the connection between the two of you will build. And I feel it will be a friendship for some of you first. For some of you, this could be somebody from the past, but I feel if this is, they've changed so much. Okay, couples. Okay, you guys have some plans and you do like your little bubble. You also are, I feel one is more social than the other, but you're both quite happy to go about your day and live your life and go out but have your bubble at home. I do find you guys to be nesting at home, and that may be weather related, it might be privacy related, that you're quite happy to be at home. Both of you are kind of displaying the same vibe at the moment. Both of you are considering or concerned about an aspect, but I don't think it's separate from love. How do I put it? I feel it is separate from love. So it's not that it's directly connected to love. It's connected to a separate element, not the actual union as per se. Okay, so your partner is really using their intuition and having a bit of time in their mind where they might be up quite late, and when they're asleep, they're really mulling over situations that are weighing heavy on their minds. You are retreating back and not knowing how to directly deal with this. So their energy is actually trying to deal with it mentally in bed and processing it in their sleeping life, and you're processing it in your waking life and not able to sleep. But something is changing connected to this. So there is a solution. Time is going to energetically change that. Your partner definitely knows that you're the one. So energetically speaking, it isn't that you're not their one. They do also think about you. And when you don't communicate, they then have to think through their minds what's going on and how you're thinking of things. They're wanting to give you everything, but you're wanting to do the same thing. So I feel if you both communicate that, it's really going to help the relationship because you're basically in the same vibration at the moment. Okay, you're being very careful. Now, this could be careful towards finance because that has come up several times. So it's like you're not wanting for excess. You do have wants, but you're saying, do I need it? So let me not put pressure on the scenario while the purse strings temporarily are tight. And I feel they're tight for a given reason. And I feel for some of you, This might be, again, because you're making plans. It could be renovations, or it could be work on a vehicle. But again, I do feel the money's increasing. I do feel there's a solution, and it is a temporary energy. Okay, you both have a very good energy between you, so you're going to come to a solution. So I feel this is only in the first week that you're going to vibrationally be feeling the pinch, so to speak, and your partner is going to have the strength to actually work this out. They're cautious about it at the moment, but they are going to work out what on earth is going on and how to have the best outcome connected to cash, connected to all the plans that you guys have on your table, so that it will flow and the pressure's going to come off, so you can revert the energy back within the relationship. Okay, you will see, due to them actually coming up with a solution, that it will be a change for the better. And it might be that you both brainstorm connected to this, so that something can change. So in a way, you're happy with the sacrifice, because the sacrifice equals something good. That's what I'm being shown. The financial sacrifice. Don't be surprised if you actually do have... Okay. Both of you are putting a face on, in a sense of